Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Try Slither.io with Mavki. Slither.io is a web browser game which is completely free and it's a lot of fun. It's very simplistic, but as soon as you start playing it becomes very annoying, irritating. It makes you a little bit aggressive, but it is addicting as hell. So first off, what is it? Well, you are a snake. And the thing with snakes is, in the past, you had a game called Snake where you had to eat up little balls and you grew larger. That is exactly the same thing over here. You have to eat a lot of glittery balls and you grow larger. Now, the difference is there is a lot of players and sometimes bots in the map with you. Those are also snakes, and as soon as you hit them with your face, you die. And when a snake dies, he combusts in, the length he has, the points he has, he combusts into little balls of glitter himself, which other snakes can eat. So that's the circle of life, I guess. You eat balls, you get killed, and you become balls. So the objective of this game is to grow as large as you can without killing yourself on other snakes. Now, the quickest way to get large is to kill off other snakes and eat their glittery balls, so to speak. I know I'm making a lot of double entendres, but yeah, dirty mind to the side. Let's play the game. Well, first of all, if you just go to the website slither.io, you'll get here. You've got a quality setting over here. It's high quality or low quality. High quality looks better. Low quality has a fewer chance or a lesser chance of giving you some latency, which might come in handy when you're in playing with other people. But for the sake of this video, I'll play it on high quality. As soon as you start the game, you put your name in here, you click play, you'll get a random skin on your snake. There is, however, the option to get custom skins. For that, it says share on social media to unlock custom skins. Now, I'm not a big fan of putting my games on social media. I mean, I've got YouTube, that's enough for me. So there's a little trick with that. If I want custom skins, I just click on share on Facebook. It'll say log into Facebook, and I'll just go back. And what happens now is there is now this option over here, which allows me to choose my skin. So there's no actual point in sharing it on social media because this is the only thing you have to do. Now, this is the stock snake you can be, all these different kinds of colors, but eventually you'll get some customs like the American flag, for instance, or the Russian flag, the German flag, or the Italian flag, and so on and so on. This was introduced for the gay community, I think, on Celebrate Gay Day or something, I don't know. But I like it, so I'm going to use it. Not that I'm gay, but, yeah. So let's just play it. Well, as you can see, I'm this little worm, or a snake, and there's a whole bunch of bigger snakes already next to me. The way you control this is you just have the snake follow your mouse. And as you see, as soon as I start eating these glowy balls, I'm starting to grow larger. Now, to attack other players, like I said, players die as soon as they hit your body with their face. Now, one way of making sure they do that is by outmaneuvering them, as we will demonstrate right here. And that one just died, and now I'm eating his glittery balls. So the only thing is, try not to get yourself killed. And that is a little bit difficult because as soon as one of the big worms dies, there will be a feeding frenzy, and every little snake in the vicinity will try and get his little piece of those glittery balls. So it'll get massively overcrowded in one small area, and a mistake is made quickly, and as soon as you hit another snake, you're dead. So you have to take caution with that. Now, to outmaneuver someone, you can just go around and like this and just hope they die by hitting you. You can also do a speed boost like that with clicking the mouse button. So that gives you a little bit of a weapon. Now, if you're large enough, like you see this German snake do over here, you can encircle a smaller snake, and he will actually die because he has no other way to go than against your body. So there is that. Now, we got a little bit lucky. They killed each other off, and as you can see, I'm growing nicely, and I'm going to lock him out. Oh, and he killed himself. So, yeah, let's get our piece of the pie on this one as well. Now, the bigger you get, the slower you get. So, if you're small, you run the risk of getting enclosed by a bigger snake, like we're going to do right here. So, he had no other way to go than die. So that's the risk of being small. But on the other hand, if you're smaller than the big snake, you're also faster. So you have a way of outmaneuvering him. Yeah, so there is that. The fun thing is, as soon as you start to grow big, you can start setting your sights on bigger snakes as well and try to kill them off. But yeah, there's a risk involved in everything. So, if you do a speed boost, you can see these straight lines over here. These are the remnants of someone doing a speed boost, because as soon as you do a speed boost, you poop out a little bit of stream, and or a little stream of balls, and those are actually your body mass. So as soon as you do a speed boost, you will actually lose points. But so it's key to only use it if you are getting more points in return for it. Now he is gonna kill me off. Oh, he wasn't. Mine. Oh, that was close. See, if I had hit his head instead of him hitting me, I would have died. So there is a definite risk in bursting towards a feeding frenzy like that. And that's why I usually don't. If there is... No. Ah, he killed us. You see, my turning circle was that large that I couldn't turn around in time. I've got 6,000 points nearly. That is, well, by the size of the snake we just had, that might look impressive, but it's definitely not impressive at all. If you search this game on YouTube, you'll actually notice that there is, well, pretty much every video says it's a world record. That's complete and utter bullshit. The world record is something about 750,000. So any video saying they had a world record with 200,000 probably meant they had the record for the world they were in at that time, but not the world as a planet. So yeah, my personal best, I'm a suck at this game, is about 34,000. So not that impressive, but yeah, it's a lot of fun because you always want to one-up yourself and try and kill off some more snakes. And this game is completely free. So yeah, if you have some downtime, maybe at work, I wouldn't suggest doing that, otherwise you might get fired. But yeah, you can always just open up the website and go play this. Yeah. So the addictive thing about this is really that you just want to improve your score every time. And I wouldn't suggest playing this right before bedtime, because like I said, you will get frustrated over time. And you will, when you close your eyes, see little glowy dots in the back of your eyes. So yeah, don't play this at 2 o'clock in the morning, because you'll regret it. Just saying. Oh, these little balls that are flowing about are actually a little bit of point boost that'll make you grow faster. Just for the one that you pick up. So those will actually, yeah, those will make you larger. I'm gonna kill you off. Yay. So this is a very effective way of getting a lot of points. The only reason I went this way and left this over here is because there was another snake and I didn't want to get him in, well, I didn't want to hit him. So I always am a bit conservative when it comes to a feeding frenzy. I always just take my part and get the frick out of Dodge. They're going to kill me. They're going to kill themselves. Oh, great. So most of these players are actual players. If you look at the top right, you can see the leaderboard of this world. The top player has 32,000 points. If you see all kinds of names up there with scores of 10, 20, or 30,000. You'll be in an actual player world, meaning most of the snakes in here are are real persons. There are still some bots, but if you come into a server that has all kinds of scores below 1,000 points, you'll know that you're in a world with bots only, and that really can help you get a decent score because those bots are idiots. And let's see. Nope, that's the player. See, bots don't really think, and they will let you encase them pretty easily. Sometimes they'll even just come up to you and start trying to eat you instead of getting the frick out of dodge. You are not going to get me. Now, what this green one is doing, as you can see, he's encircling me a bit. I don't think, yep, he is. So he's trying to encase me right now. But as soon as you notice that someone is doing that, just aim for his tail, because the only way for him to actually get you is to enclose his head on his own tail. You can, by the way, unlike Snake, actually go over yourself. See, now he's trying to speed boost and get me locked in, but as soon as I get to his tail before he can, I'll have a way out. So I always aim for the tail. And as you can see, I can now just freely move about without him running the risk of him enclosing me, because I can see his tail, and I can always get out of his tail before he... That blue thing is starting to annoy me. We're in a grudge match. So, as I'll demonstrate right now, he's trying to get to his tail first, but since see, he can't encase me. He really should know when to stop. So, that's what you get if you mess with me. I'm just lucky that I killed him instead of him killing me, so I shouldn't really be smack talking right now. But yeah, that's how the game works. You defend off attackers and you attack yourself, and you grow larger by the second. I'm already up to 4,000 points again, so I'm not doing that bad. And as long as you take your own time and just play your own game and not really get involved in a lot of killing, this game can last a few hours, I think. But yeah, as soon as you start getting into fights and picking fights, people will come and hunt you down as well, because people are vindictive. So yeah, there's that. And in those cases, these games don't really actually last that long. There are probably well, I think I've died more times in my low thousands of points than with a massive score. So let's catch him. Oh, we did catch him. And I think he wants to be catched as well. Now, as you can see, my turning circle grows larger as soon as I grow larger. So you always have to keep that in mind, that you might get encased at some point. Now, let's try and get this Mr. Zucchini. And eat him up. Never gonna eat you up. Never gonna let... Sorry, I just can't help myself. Now, this smaller one actually tried to kill me. I was trying to make an example of how you can encase someone, like so, and they always die immediately in this server. What I wanted to demonstrate is if you encase someone, they will actually start running circles inside of you, and you'll have to narrow down your circle for them to hit you. And that might take some time, and that has a risk with it as well. Because as soon as you hit them, yeah, you die. So that becomes a little bit of a shoving match to see who dies the first. But yeah, you've got the upper hand because you can move freely to the outside, and the other... Oh, don't. Oh, that was close. So this snake what color is that? Jamaican? Is actually trying to follow the bigger one. Let's try and catch this one, just to see if we can. Yay, we could. So now we captured one, and as you can see, he is just still hanging on inside of my circle, and I have to enclose my circle ever so slightly on each pass around, so that he will actually kill himself off like that. Now, as I said, there is a risk involved that you hit the guy that's inside of you, so always take your time with that. Now, do my truck circle and eat up the rest. Yay, we're 12,000 points. So we might even be making it up onto the leaderboard this time. Because as you can see at the bottom left of my screen, I'm in 11th position with a score of 12,900. And on the top right, you see number 10 has 13,300 points. So we're just a few more bytes away from getting up on that leaderboard. And like I said, just take your time. Now, if you're in a hurry, and for the sake of this video, I'll demonstrate that as well. On the bottom right, there is a map. Now, if you look at that map, you see all kinds of white greenish dots. Those are the glitter dots you can eat. If you see a location on the map that has very few of those dots, it probably, that way is closed off. It'll probably mean there is a truckload of snakes over there. So if you want to get into a fist fight, you just go to the location with the least amount of dots on it. So, whoops, that was close. But we should now be on the leaderboard. Yeah, we're in 9th position on the right, top right. And he just killed himself. Now this is going to be a feeding frenzy, I think. If I just turn around now, you'll see a whole lot of snakes probably going after this little group of balls. Oh, they're not. But usually when they do, 4 or 5 of those snakes will all run into each other and actually create another big, massive pool of balls you can eat up. The trick is to not get involved yourself and kill yourself. So, yeah, you can actually eat everything. And we're in 6th position. Yay, we're doing great. So, if you, what I wanted to say about showing you that, or demonstrating, if you go to the center of the map, the glowy dots that are on the map by default will actually be bigger. So you have a bigger chance of growing yourself, or, well, not chance, but you will grow faster if you go to the center. The thing is, a lot of snakes are gathered in the center as well, so yeah, there is a very high risk of you getting killed if you go to the center of the map. Now, that lol guy is trying to encase me, so, or not encase me, but be annoying. So as you can see, he will probably... Oh, and I killed myself because I took a right turn instead of a left turn. So, let's try that one more time. Just for the fun of it. And as I said, we got a decent score just now, and the round before that about 4,000 points. But the most of the time, well, not most of the time, there are big chances of you dying as just a small worm because, yeah, you're an easy target. Now, if you are in a loading screen like this, just reload the page, type your name back in, and press play again, and it'll automatically launch you into the game. Yeah, I'm a person without much patience, so that's one trick of getting in the game quickly. So, where are we on the map? You are not gonna harass me. We are at the southwest quadrant, so if I just move ever so slightly to the northeast, we'll get into the center of the map. And you'll see these balls get larger slightly. As you can see, there's a nice cluster of larger balls over here. And once we get to the center, we'll try and harass some of the big guys. See if we can kill them off. Oh, there's a big guy. I don't know where he's going. Ah! And that's what you get if you are trying to be annoying, you'll probably get you killed yourself. So yeah, there's that. Doesn't mean it's not fun. I mean, as a small worm, like I said, you are slightly faster than the bigger ones, so you can outmaneuver them. But me sucking at this game actually means that I can't. So I can try at least. It's not to say that harassing or annoying other players is more fun than trying to get a decent score yourself. It's just a way of playing, and I just usually tend to play my own game and not worry too much about what the others are doing. And I think that makes the game a little more fun for me. I don't like being a dick on purpose. Oh, there's some... And that's what I meant with a feeding frenzy. As you can see, everybody that went for it just died. Because everybody wanted a piece of the pie. And that is just what you get. So let's try this one more time. Let's grow a little bit on the outside of the map, so we get a little bit more size to work with. Because you actually do need to have a decent size to be able to enclose people. So before you go to the center, you either have to be really small, so you can outmaneuver the big ones, or you have to be a pretty decent size so you can actually, yeah, make a difference. Now this one is probably going to enclose me, I think. Yeah, he's trying to, but he got cut off. And as I explained, always go for the till, and he can't get you. So a lot of players try to get out of a trap like that by going for their head and trying to kill him off. If you want a certainty that you will not be killed off, always just go for the till and do the defensive move instead of the counterattack. So it's a little bit of strategizing as well. This game is so simplistic, but it's so addicting as hell. Every time you die, you want to do better next time. At least that's what I've found. So yeah, I'll just finish up this game and we'll just leave it at that for this video. I don't know how long we can last this run. So we'll just take our time and not get into a grudge match if we can help it. One easy way of getting larger, though, is by following one of the bigger snakes. Because if you are not the one that's trying to kill them, someone else will try to kill him. And that means either one of them will die. Either the big one or the smaller one. Now, if you are following them, if some smaller ones die, you'll get an actual chance of... That was a bad move. Of eating up those smaller ones because the bigger ones aren't interested in them. But also, if the smaller one wins, you'll be right behind him and will be able to scoop up the majority of that giant snake. It just takes a little bit of patience and yeah, following him around, and often not much will happen, but yeah. And every so often you can just move to the side and let's see if we can fit through here. Yes, we can. Now, I think we have come to the place with all the big snakes. And all these little streams that are the same color mean that one snake has done its boost. Well, that's it for me. This is Slither.io. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. Go check it out on Slither.io. And I'll happily welcome you back in the next Let's Try. So, thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.